What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, I got to give the mainstream media credit, even though they still in the ideas from the LDBC. And finally, at least they calling out some other players, some other player other than Russell Westbrook. And that's all I've been saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that Russ ain't part of the problem. Yes, he is. He's having a career worst year. Okay, obviously, but he's not the only problem. That's my only issue with the mainstream media. Like they act like he's the only problem with his team. So yeah, I'm glad that they are calling out Anthony Davis. He's not producing. He's not available. He's injury prone. He's not playing to the potential that the Lakers envisioned this far into the future. So yes, I am glad that he's like on the table. But one thing that I have to point out is if the Lakers are looking to their future, right? If the Lakers are indeed looking into the future, why is LeBron James not on the table? I mean, he's the second oldest player on his roster, and he has the most mileage of any player on his roster by far. He's played 19 seasons. 19 seasons. He's had what 15 uh no 16, I think 15 or 16 playoff runs, most of them long playoff runs. He has a lot of wear and tear on his body. Yes, he's putting up a lot of points, but as I've said before, um, they're not impactful. He can't carry a franchise anymore. And you're going to build around a 37-year-old. Next season, he'll be 38. You're building around him. Why is he not a part of the? Why is he not part of the equation? The Lakers need to rebuild, right? You can't build around a guy that's closing in on 40. He should be part of the discussion as well. I understand he's a superstar. I understand he's the face of the league so for so long. I understand he's the star they've been pushing, but people are starting to kind of like wake up now. And by that I mean, look, if you watch what's going on in the NBA today, you clearly see that they're trying their best to legitimize their push for LA as a championship team. They've been doing it since the off season, and we see that the Lakers are not a really good team. They're 26-31. They're going to play Utah tonight. Um, they got the hardest remaining schedule in the NBA. Not only will they not win a championship, you have to question whether or not they're even going to qualify for the tournament at this point. They're definitely not heading in the right direction. Any other franchise, any other situation, you rebuild. Remember, Jerry Krause broke up a championship team, right? He broke up a championship dynasty because he felt that they were getting too old and they needed to rebuild. And we're not talking about like Kobe here. Okay, Kobe has a long and rich tradition, had a long and still in his passing, long and rich tradition with the Lakers. I understand from a respect factor, you don't trade him. If this was Cleveland, no matter how much you don't care for LeBron, I get it. You don't trade him. It's just a sentimental thing. You allow him to go out on his own terms. LeBron is not a Laker. Yes, he brought a bubble title, but he's not a Laker per se. So why is he getting all of this, effusive treatment? Like he's up there with all the Lakers greats. He should be part of the discussion as well. That's the only gripe I have so far. So other than that, that's all I got to say, man. Tell me what you guys think.